John, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, I'll second that.
John, is that something
That's
you're interested in
fine.
doing?
That's fine.
You're going to be going south for the winter where we can dial in and it's not the worst case in the world.
I can avoid that.
Okay,
I can avoid it.
all right.
All right.
Well, we have a motion and a second for John Foster to be our chair. Can I do that before I start, Stephanie? Or that should be, that's a little.
Gotta call the order.
Yeah, I'll call the meeting to order at 4 o'clock. Attendance-wise, Craig, if you got that, we have everyone here. No one missing. Mayor Everson, I haven't heard from him if he'll be hopping in today or not. So we appreciate you being here. Minutes are on the board from November 8th. If you had a chance, I sent those out earlier. And this is the published minutes, so we discussed our entertainment contract. I just need a motion in a second for accepting the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Steve, second by Carol. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed, minutes are approved. Approval of the agenda. I'd like to add an agenda item where we would vote for a chair for this committee for the next 12 months. And we have a nomination and a second for John Foster to be the chair. So all in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Or any opposed? Verbal no. All right, motion passed. John Foster will be our chairman of this board for the remainder of 2023 and 2024. So thank you, John. We appreciate that. And next item on our agenda, I'll just move right through that, is our theme discussion, because we need to get that to Dakota Wesleyan. Kyle has asked, and I said, yep, we are working on it. This handout has kind of a front and back. So I had sent this out. Oh, shoot, I didn't print it in color. I apologize. So I'll point these out. I have top three. So I got some top threes from some folks. Jory there, and you see some common themes. Alex had given me a top three. Jordan kind of, yeah, I guess that'd be kind of your top three. You didn't say top three. And then on Steve at the bottom, on the back, I should say, he had given me the top three.
I think you top three, you must have missed them.
Oh,
Here,
do I
not my top three.
apologize, Gene. Did you send those to me separately?
That's all right.
No, let's
I
see.
remember one of them.
Let's just see if it's here.
I mean, I just gave you three, so. those were
Yep.
the top three.
Yep, that's kind of what yeah, Gene did do a follow-up.
That's all right.
Ran by your friends. So you,
I did, I asked a bunch of people, they liked that.
okay, is that the one that you sent me?
Yeah.
I had that here. Right?
Dean/Kona.
Yeah.
No, that's not that. I sent you my top three.
Okay, what are those?
It was, national landmarks, that's one my friends really liked.
Okay.
The unsung heroes. And honestly, I can't remember the last one. I'd have to look.
Oh, I know you want the top three, I just put on the article,
So, looking at that list, and again, hopefully you've looked at it just a little bit, national landmarks does show up, the wonders of the world, and then it's more specifically the 7 wonders of the world showed up a few spots. Alex, I was kind of intrigued by yours, and you came back with this kaleidoscope again. And I put down exactly what you said, but can you explain that a little more, like what you think? The other thing I want to point out, we'll come to, I made a note, Stephanie, which I really, really liked, was a storyboard idea.
That was mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I probably said I liked your idea.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Storyboard, go for it.
Oh, that's probably it, yes, of around the Corn Palace. But, let's tell us a little more about kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope? Well, you know what a kaleidoscope is,
That's the thing where you turn it and it changes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could do like transitional throughout all the murals. I mean, I think that could be pretty open to interpretation. It'd be interesting to see what the students could come up with something like very open.
More geometric
It'd be
shapes.
very
It
much
wouldn't,
patterns,
it wouldn't,
not
it'd be
like-
patterns.
yeah.
Right, okay, that's where I was going, not things that were a little more traditional, you know, we've had.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Oscar Howe did lots and lots of shapes. That was kind of his artwork. If you look at his art on the second level, that's exactly what he has. Besides nature, geometric shapes. So, okay.
It could be.
Okay, I just wanted a little more clarification, because I wasn't, now I get what you're saying. A transition from, you know, triangles to something.
Like when you're looking at it?
Yep, yep.
as you're going.
I love those. Typically what we would do is kind of narrow it down to, you know, top 2 or 3, which I think we kind of got that. We want to have some discussion. And then we really want to pick one. And then with that one, give some ideas of what we're thinking about, just to lead the decorators a little bit, the designers, and then let them come up with their designs and then send those to us. And they would actually start working on them immediately before Christmas, and then we would have something back here for January. Kind of ideas that they would have and just brief sketches. So I only said National Wonders of the World because it was listed several times. I tried to just copy and paste from my emails. Obviously, I missed Jean's. But otherwise, open to comment. This is 2025. Our Bob Barker's, in fact, he might be done now. They finished it this afternoon. It was very close. He was very, very close to being done. We have got 2 or 3 college kids starting on Monday. They're home. They'll strip all the others off. And then they take about 2 days each to put up, those small ones. So we're hopeful. We're just going to keep plugging away and get them done. We've got good corn. It's not that at all. It's just we just don't have the bodies cutting corn and applying the corn like we should have. We really should have 6 people here. And it's not that we haven't tried. We've had ads out. I've called personally to both Mitchell Tech and for Wesleyan, asked the kids we have working there, who go to school there, hey, do you have anybody that you know? And it's just nothing, no calls. So we're going to have our summer helpers that are on break help us. So that tear off will be done. So all the murals will be removed. So we're pretty well committed to applying corn, and that's all we'd have to do then, which is still a lot. But anyway, ideas, thoughts? I mean, I think we have to put the 7 wonders. I mean, national landmarks and 7 wonders are different things.
I thought you were saying wonders of the world. since
And then
there are more
we
than
have-
7
We have a couple.
murals.
Yes.
It looks like Unsung Heroes was.
Unsung Heroes was multiple times, yep.
The only thing that would be maybe nice about the wonders of the world is we've done a lot of people lately. And give the decorators a chance to get away from having to try to make faces look right.
I like that too, but the wonders of the world, are they, I wasn't sure if it was easy to capture that as landmarks. Like the Grand Canyon in corn versus the Eiffel Tower. You know, I wasn't sure, I don't know what all the wonders of the world are, gotta be honest.
They are under Tim's list.
Well, that was just some examples I threw together.
I listed them somewhere.
No, I know, there's a bunch on there, but I think that you could also do some other things, not necessarily exclusively what's on that list. So like if the Grand Canyon was difficult to picture, you could have other options to replace the Grand Canyon with, as far as that goes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like the Great Wall of China, I mean, that's just a big.
Just do
wall.
wonders of the world. You get more options that come up in Google. I just had a bunch. Or you're in Yahoo though, so that's different.
Old school. Old school. Pyramids, Colosseum, Taj Mahal.
The pyramids would be pretty easy.
Someone had the Northern Lights on there. On Google, it also shows the Aurora, Great Barrier Reef, Stonehenge, Grand Canyon, Victoria Falls. I mean,
I guess we could always send them on.
You know, since COVID, we have not gotten, I mean, I was just here the 1 year and we had COVID, but we have quite a few international travelers. That has dropped off. It certainly has. But, you know, I think we invite them back, but,
I heard the Leaning Tower of Pisa is falling, so maybe we should do it.
Yeah?
More of an
maybe, yeah.
Or on its way down.
With a lateral, no?
Is there anything that, that you say, we just don't want that? You know, is there anything controversial?
One of the things, I mean, that's a good point, and that's one of the things I thought about the 711, you know, the Great Wall of China, you know, with China in the news. I don't want the Corn Palace to be a political, you know, message board or something that somebody could make political, right? You know, so along those lines, that's kind of why I like the idea of the wonders of the world. What about the national landmarks? So that's kind of why I threw that, you know, to begin with. So we celebrate nationally what we have here.
I like them both.
We have had landmarks of different types over the years. For example, Mount Rushmore has been on quite a bit. America's destinations, okay, that's how I use it. American destinations was places to go visit. So I think we had, this is, you know, a list that really should have another page where what they actually were linked to a photo. We really should have that.
When I just Googled national landmarks in the United States, the first Google thing is 11 not to be missed iconic USA landmarks, Statue of Liberty, National Mall, Hollywood sign, I wouldn't have thought of that, Route 66, Golden Gate Bridge, Gateway Arch, Space Needle, Cloud Gate, whatever that is. So I guess that's more than I was able to think of.
What about international landmarks though? Because then you could include like the Eiffel Tower and some very recognizable things.
Oh, Cloud Gate is a silver beam.
I like it, I was on your road.
That's the Chicago thing?
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
I like promoting tourism, obviously, that's where an attraction, to put other attractions on is pretty awesome. I do like the fact that, you know, more natural formations versus people. It's good, there's no doubt about that. Because the last 2 years, we've kind of had things, if you will, circus and.
Here I did national travel landmarks, and you still get Grand Canyon, Golden Gate Bridge, Mount Rushmore, Empire State Building, USS Arizona, Brooklyn Bridge, Statue of Liberty, Alamo, Lincoln Memorial, National Mall, Yosemite, Space Needle, Niagara Falls.
Kind of cool.
You have to go back 20 years, you know, America's destinations, I guess 2009 would be the closest.
We really don't know what that includes.
I do not. There's just a lot of things we can put on our website to make this better. It's something I need to do. Because this could link to a collage of this. 'Cause I don't have these files, but we could find pictures.
We do.
Well, I'm talking, you know, from way back. I mean, I don't know how far we have back.
CBB has all of them, and we kept it. They gave us pictures of all of them. They're on the shared drive.
You think they go back to the 90s?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, because we did
You had all
a
of them.
project for the banners and
Okay.
Aaron actually, when he was over there, he went to the Carnegie and got pictures.
Really?
Like every
That would be,
different
yeah,
copies.
that would be nice.
So it should be somewhere.
Yeah, we do have copies.
Well, you're probably not going to have, unless you had a picture of 2009.
2009.
Without going upstairs, we can, you know, we can see some of it.
Yeah.
2008 and 2010, but not.
Is it between, like, the unsung heroes and the national?
Well, that's the discussion.
Maybe we vote on.
I think we need to narrow it down.
Yeah. I think
And that, as a board, You know, heroes, we had teachers, we had doctors, we had nurses, we had, you know, basically all kinds of folks. People are a little hard to interpret, depending on how good the murals are, you know. We know we'll have to educate our famous South Dakotans too.
So apparently I don't have 2009, we have 2008 and 2010,
Missing
but not 2009.
What does 10, does it have a picture of 10? What's that look like? Does that show transportation? Oh, it does, that's
Yeah, it's got a
transportation.
canoe,
Okay.
a hot air balloon,
And then,
a motorcycle.
It wasn't a repeat year, was it?
so go back
Train.
to 8, yeah, look at 8, which should be
Oh, everybody.
Everyday Heroes, which is probably some of our,
It looks like a veteran, a firefighter,
there we go.
a nurse.
So we have had,
Zeros. Perfect.
What happened, Bob Barker, Billy Mills?
oh, no. No, we did a little research there, we hadn't had done that.
That sounds awfully similar to what
It
we
does.
were
I would agree.
talking about, so it would probably
Policeman,
maybe.
is that a handicapped person? Right there, no, the small one. Oh, power line worker,
Oh, yeah,
Is that a-
handicap, that's.
Oh, that's a doctor.
Power line,
someone pushing someone in a
Yep.
wheelchair.
firefighter, police.
Yeah, so that's pretty similar. Again, that was 2008, so that's, you know, yeah, it's a while.
Do you have any others you want me to pull?
So we can't find one, which is kind of the.
America's,
thing we're
de-
I
talking
have
about.
everyone but that.
America's destinations, yeah.
I don't have that one. I can throw it upstairs quick.
Right.
What's 2011?
2011,
Are those landmarks or what is?
I have 2010 and 2012. What is the world? No, that's the transportation one.
Only have even years? Yeah.
2012 just shows like,
Places, is that
that looks like a nativity scene.
it is a nativity scene.
That looks like a band or something?
It was saluting.
I'm not sure what that is.
What's this on the front?
We celebrate
Landmarks or if that's.
2013.
Okay, so we celebrate birth of Christ is what that is, nativity.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay. But it said 2010, so these must be named wrong.
Someone's listed.
Well, you think about it, it's important to keep it accurate
Scenic South
for
Dakota.
these reasons.
What's that one?
Buffalo, horses,
Oh,
cows,
Outdoor themes, what year was that one?
deer. It says 2003.
Yes. Okay. Well, I think we have had something recently, the last 15 years at least, for American destinations, places to go and see. What they are, we're not sure. But I'm guessing they're probably, you know, Mount Rushmore, probably, Yellowstone, maybe the Grand Canyon, Niagara Falls, maybe.
So we could
St. Louis
put it up
Arch.
to international destinations.
International destinations maybe, or the wonders of the world, yeah, which could still be some international
Right,
flavor to it.
right.
Is anyone opposed to wonders of the world as a theme? It's like, just not something we want to do? I mean,
You know, I think to address Jory's issue, we can steer them towards, they usually give us more than enough for the
Yeah.
animals.
yeah,
So we can just say, no, we prefer not that one. Besides, I just don't want to picture a wall without enticing.
Can we name it Wonders of the World? Does it sound?
Well,
I like the topic.
let's get, what would we put up there, and then we can always change
Yeah.
the theme itself, you know. But what are some that you gotta have that on, it's gotta be on the Corn Palace, you know, we've had the Corn Palace on the Corn Palace. But actually, believe it or not, it was not that often. It was, it was not that long ago. Might have been, Stay Here, Play Here, maybe, just 2020, or 2019 maybe. So, someone mentioned, Eiffel Tower, okay, and we have Olympics in France in 2024, so that'll be kind of, you know, timely. Someone mentioned the Grand Canyon, which I think, you know, is outdoor, we've done a lot of outdoor stuff, so I don't think it's a difficult mural to do.
How about the Statue of Liberty? I'm not sure what category we're doing right now. Is it just national, international landmark? Is that what we're doing?
Well, let's start-
We're not doing the wonders of the world right now.
What's the difference?
I think the wonders of the world are actual, that they've been named that by somebody. I mean, I think it's an actual category.
No, I think sometimes if you say it often enough, but yeah, the official, if you do a search, you know, the 7 wonders of the world, there's a list. And the Great Wall of China is on there, the Taj Mahal is on there, the Colosseum in Rome is on there. Yep.
Here, what's with crossover?
The Petra in Jordan, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, Machu Picchu in Peru is on that.
It's a historic ruin site in Peru on the side of the hill.
Rocks.
Stonehenge.
Steps.
Rocks.
Steps, yeah.
Lots of rocks.
Again, not that.
Not very
Taj Mahal.
cool.
Taj Mahal might be kind of cool.
That one, gonna be recognizable.
Right,
Like, if they designed Machu Picchu, nobody would know what it was.
right. I agree.
Well, and we took some inspiration from the onion domes, you know, from the Taj Mahal. If you're,
Jordan's mention of the Colosseum would be neat.
Yeah.
that's in, that's Rome, right?
Here's Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I don't see it up there. That's a real.
Yeah, it's just, it's ancient ruins of a,
Yeah, I mean, I just think it'll look that great in corn.
Taj Mahal is kind
You're
of,
looking for, and if you don't know what Petra is, and you've seen Indiana Jones building the side of the mountain, that was
is that one of these?
but again, do you want to give them some flexibility to come back with options for you to look at
South-
versus us just picking them all?
Yes.
Oh,
Because they might
yeah.
have
Sit
some
right there.
things that we wouldn't
The
think.
camel, the camel picture.
Oh, the camels.
Yeah, behind,
Oh,
yeah.
That would be Petra.
gotcha. It's in, Jordan? What about, Christ the Redeemer?
I think it'd be cool.
That would probably look.
But are you going to give them a list of, or are you going to let them submit some
Well,
options to you?
no, typically we would give them, we'd give them this list.
Yeah, we've just started doing that. Before, we used to give them just a
theme?
general theme, and they would come back with a bunch of options for you to review, and then, because
Okay.
sometimes they would get creative.
I would
and
agree
stuff,
completely,
and
okay.
Consider things that we didn't think about as a board.
We, with the circus theme, we gave them clowns with it, and then they came back with lots of different clowns. We picked one.
Right, but in the past, I'm just saying, we used to just give a general theme.
You like that
And then the
process a little
designers.
better?
You just got some really unique things sometimes that I think that we wouldn't have otherwise
Okay.
thought about.
Well, we can do that. So we want to narrow it a little bit then to, we were saying wonders of the world, and they're gonna, you know, I can give some clarification, both national and international landmarks, is what we're thinking of. They don't have to be all the 7 wonders of the world, but things that have maybe, you know, more recently have been an attraction.
Well, you could use some of what you said, or what we've already said as examples.
As
And
examples.
then they can
Right.
When you look up like.
expound on that.
International ones, then you open it up to not just the 7 wonders, but like the Sphinx is on there, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Like the Sydney Opera House is on.
Yeah, that, I saw that one too.
City Opera House would
Maybe
look
just-
cool too.
That would look
Maybe just
And
suggest
it's
also that
again,
we stay
recommend-
away from.
And think about the political context of some of the topics that they're choosing to draw on, like if there's a controversial.
I think you're limited now. I think you just let them come up with their stuff. They come back and then that's when we veto.
We,
We can take that out.
we can pick and choose.
Okay?
We started early enough where we could get some back and forth with them.
Well, they'll wanna start designing them, before spring break and then put them on the on the mats right after spring break.
But yeah, but if we give them the ideas now, we should be able in January, February to hone
Okay,
in on.
I will give both Wonders of the World, both national and international wonders, including or potentially the 7 wonders of the world, but others as well. And see if they could give us maybe 30 ideas and maybe a brief sketch of what it could look like. Is that, I mean, I don't know how many are in that class that
Do
are.
we need 30, do we?
Let's see what they come up with.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Just see what, yeah.
I can do that. I think I have enough info to get that to them. Okay, just a real quick update, because we want to get into our summer entertainment. Obviously, if you haven't been here, our Wesleyan games have started. Well, we're running 600 to 900 people. We haven't broke 1,000 yet per game, but we're just getting into conference play now. We just had the one-sided concessions open. It has not been an issue, but we'll monitor that. You know, we don't want people waiting to give us their money for concessions too long, but we also know that it's, you know, a 10-minute window where you have this influx of people, and then it goes away, and we're able to handle it with these. But as an example, Dakota Wesleyan's men's game will start, Craig, after the men's games start, I'd be safe to say we'd have about $200 at halftime. I mean, halftimes are slow.
Yeah.
But as soon as the game starts after half, we're talking 2 transactions the next hour. You know, so if people wonder why, well, it's because we literally are here and there's just nobody coming down. So with about 12 minutes to go, we are shutting down the concessions because we just aren't having anybody come out, and we can get those kids home by, you know, 9 o'clock, and for the game's done at 9:30. So Christmas at the Palace, 400 kids came through. The kids' activities were not as organized. MB did them last year. This year, we asked for volunteers in the Rocks? Is that how you say it? Rocks, R-O-C-S?
Bronx Community Club.
Rocks Community Closet, yes. Had volunteers come and oversee the kids' coloring area. We had Santa, we had the city band here. They were quite good. It was really nice weather, so we didn't have a lot of people sitting in the lobby. They came down to watch the parade and stayed outside. And it went quite well. If you were here, the parade was awesome. And yeah, I think our event, but we want to add a couple more activities for kids down here. But otherwise, I think it went well. We didn't have any issues as far as that goes. I mentioned decorating already. It's going well. It's just, we just have really the 2 people here every day, plus Jeff. And then we have 2 other part-timers that come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll get 3 more here starting Monday. So we'll have it all tore off here by the middle of next week. And then we'll just be having extra bodies the next 2 weeks up to Christmas, putting corn on. So Jeff's organizing to have plenty of product here, so we're not waiting for that at all. It's just a matter of bodies to cut the corn and to nail it on. So.
Seems like it's getting a lot more coverage this year, is that?
Well,
It's been a couple of news coverage
yeah,
stories.
yeah, yes, our Dakota Land was out the other day. Yeah, Kello was out, and did the murals
Oh,
too.
and Billy Mills tweeted.
Yep. Yep, speaking of, I'll give you an update on that. Billy Mills is gonna be here on the 24th of January. We're gonna accommodate a small press conference, for him. We're gonna come up with something nice to give to him, with his mural on it. He's coming into the state to speak down at USD on the 25th. It actually coincides with our hosting of our Dakota Oyate
Oh, wow.
Challenge, which is the Native American basketball tournament new, and he is willing to speak to that group as whoever's here. And we have Dakota Wesleyan game here that night, so we're hoping those kids will come and we'll get them into the game and experience that, because it really is about getting them into a location to experience new things. And so it's going to come together real nicely. And yeah, he's pretty thrilled to come by. So we've been working with other people, and that's a Wednesday, 24th. So, and yeah, Greg, I'll let you maybe go with what we got for tickets right now and what's going on there, and the staffing. We've added some people.
We have not sold a single ticket for Hope City as of yet, but hopefully that will change. I will get yours after the meeting. The only thing I got for concessions, I've got 5 new hires. I've got 2 of them that have started, 3 of them that need to do a little more paperwork before we get them in. And I handed out order forms if anybody wants to order popcorn balls to give out as Christmas gifts. We'll give you the group discount price because you're members of this committee, helping us out in all kinds of ways. So we'll pass that statement down to you so you guys can do that if you so desire.
Lots of popcorn balls going out the door. They're making 600 plus tonight, or 600.
Extra orders.
Yeah, or just for orders going out, so, it's amazing. I just sent some to New York, sent some to Kansas. People come through and said it's the best in the world, and they call back, so pretty cool. Hoop City, just an FYI, some of you weren't quite in here, but that is the 27th, 8th, and 9th of December, and they scheduled 10 varsity games each day, so we're starting the first game at 8 a.m., last game is at 9:30 p.m. start.
28, 29, 30.
Thank you. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we're also running JV games in the Armory at that same time. And then they're having a youth tournament in town. So it's, the hotels will be pretty full that weekend. That's an exciting weekend for Mitchell. And we will pull it off. It's a lot of hours of cleaning and taking and concessions and all of that. So we'll let you know how it goes in January. But we will get through it.
Craig, is it an advantage to buy your tickets ahead of time, or can I just the same price December 1st as December 28th?
Same price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would I? I'm just saying, I'm
Yeah.
a general basketball fan.
Yep, and we didn't typically sell a lot, other than the courtside seats, there's only 30 of those available. We have a courtside seat for $95 for all 3 days, which is a pretty cool deal. But there's only 30 of those available. And the others, out-of-town teams will want to get theirs online. But they absolutely, it's $10 and $5, we sell them at the door just like in the other ballgame. So when they buy them online with the fees and things, there's actually 6 and 12 is what they cost. So it just makes sense to get them cash at the door. But that is what's going on. We have mac and cheese too. I thought you were going to announce that. And we have mac and cheese at concessions.
I don't know,
We should have
that's like
sampled today. What the heck?
New item.
new item mac and cheese.
Yeah,
It's not new anymore, it's had it for 3 weeks.
yeah, yeah.
We'll do what?
Yeah. If you haven't,
My apologies.
Any questions about that? Otherwise, we have no one here. What we would need is a motion to move into executive session. John?
Need a motion to move into executive session. Aye. And a second?
Second by Carol.
Joe.
We need to get a vote.
And all in favor? Aye. Opposed?